Welcome to all the mini enthusiasts and classic car guys. I just put up a quick video tonight. Tomorrow I have to go to a funeral, unfortunately, and then I'm going up to Vienna. My wife has to do some things, and I'm going to do a video tomorrow on the my old XK 150 chassis. I bought a brand new one for my car, and the old one we had it sandblasted, acid dipped and galvanized as a test piece basically for Johann's XK, because he's had his galvanized. I think they look better in black powder coated, but anyway. And the chassis is really good. We did a lot of tests on it, and all the wall thicknesses are good. So I've put it up for sale, and there's a guy in France who's interested in it. And so I'm going to do a little video tomorrow to show him it. So I'm sure the XK or the Jaguar guys will be interested. But I will do a little bit on the Land Rover and a few other bits and pieces that are up there. I made a comment the other day on a video about my neighbour next door here, and there's not many houses here. I think there's 10 on each side of the valley, and all the other neighbours are great. I've got a guy up the road, Martin. I did his XK, which you guys probably his XJ6. I did his IRS for him, and the guy next door to me on this side, Gunter, very nice fella. I fix his tractor and do all sorts for him. Very nice guy. But this chap next door, I had a few comments saying I would like to hear the story. But I mean, basically what happened was we bought this property around 14 or 15 years ago. It was an old, what they call a bower house, or a four-cornered farmhouse. And the guy next door here, his name's Heinz, he has a couple of horses. He had 3, I think, at one time. Anyway, the old lady that died, where we bought the property from, and the niece's nephews got the money. Anyway, so he was using the field because this old lady didn't need it, and then we came along, and he was constantly sort of saying, oh, you know, if you want to sell me the land and this, that, and the next thing, which we didn't want to do. But my wife said, well, we would allow him to buy a small section of the land which is in front of our drive, which has caused nothing but hassle. But anyway, so he could bring his horses up to the stables here, and up until that point everything was hunky-dory. I mean, he couldn't be nicer. But the minute it was signed through a lawyer and we sold him the land for peanuts basically, this guy just turned, I mean, he's a bit of a head case anyway. I don't think he's like the full shilling, but whatever. And it's just been difficult ever since. And you know, I don't want to bore you with this, but basically there's been lots of things. It wasn't just one thing. It was 20 over probably 3 or 4 years. Things like I put in the fencing posts. I got a machine up here to drill all the holes, and after I drilled them and started putting the posts in, he started saying, oh, it has to be 30 centimetres, you know, your side, and all this kind of crap. So, you know, the guy's been a bit of a pain, and eventually what happened was one day he came in 8:30 in the morning. I'm not really a morning person. He came into our private property through our gate and started mouthing off, started shouting, and of course, me being me, I just saw red, and fortunately I didn't punch him, which was good, but I grabbed him by the throat and I basically frog marched him to the Endy and threw him out. And strangely enough, he hasn't spoken to me since, but it's not a problem because I don't speak German very well anyway, and the guy's an arsehole. So anyway, so that's the story, boys, so just to let you know. But I'm not the only one. The next door neighbour Gunter's had a fisticuff with him, and everybody else had problems with him, so it's not just me. I'm a good neighbour. Anyway, so I'll pick the camera up and I'll show you what we've been up to. And as I say, tomorrow I'll put this XK chassis up because we're going to Vienna. Got a little problem, and I'll show you what it is. So, as you can see, you can see now that the suspension's been raised. Maybe I can get a better shot from the side. With that help, maybe you can see that's now level, both ends. Very easy to do because obviously it's all high-low all the way around. All the interior is now done, both sides, as you can see. So obviously I haven't put a radio in it yet. and some other bits and pieces have come. But where the little problem is right here. It's here on the arch, and what's happening is because these tyres are very wide, they're 7.5s. It was catching, and when I rebuilt all the front of this, this was just slightly too. You can see where we've had to cut it out. It was just slightly too out, and what was happening was the arch was up against it, and so we had to take a small piece out. It's covered by the bumper, and we'll repaint it obviously, and to get the arch further back. You can see there, it's right on it. We might even do that without. I mean, the amount of movement there is there, or the amount of distance to the arch is quite close, and that's the reason behind it. So it's something to bear in mind. You know, before you finish your bodywork, maybe put your arches up and just double check everything, which is difficult, you know, because if you're going to paint it, obviously but you should at least have a good check. That's my own fault. I mean, we took in a few millimetres, but it was enough to cause a problem with the rubbing. I mean, obviously with a smaller tyre you wouldn't get that issue, but these are quite big, these Yokohamas. So yeah, some to be careful of, something to look out for. But yeah, it looks nice now with the. You can see the arch. It will all come down. It will settle on the front over a period of a few months. I mean, all the cones are brand new, and then when it settles down on the front, there, I'll then lower this back down again to give it a better stance. But right at the moment, it's sitting level. So there we are. Yeah. So I'll catch you tomorrow night when I get back with this video, and then what else yes, if Nigel's watching in, I dropped you an email back today. You can see we're putting the floors in the morning, so as much as we can do to the Mini is done at the moment, so we'll put these floors in tomorrow, get them all sorted out. You can see we're going to punch all these holes here. We'll get the floors in. This side inner sill will go in, and then we'll take that one off and do the inner sill that side. I'll take this one out, but it'll be in the start of the new year before we do that, because there's a couple of other things we have to make up. But you can see how bad, how poor it is in there. There's virtually not a lot left of it, but it's all coming out anyway, so it's not a big deal. If there's any E-type guys watching, the big thing with these is if you ever buy these, make sure that these radius arm pivot points are already riveted in place, because they're a special cold rivet and they're designed not to be welded. One, it would be put exactly in the right place, the precision, and the second thing is they're done like this so that they will shear off. If you were in an accident, instead of, you know, if the back end was damaged, whatever, the IRS, instead of the radius arm ripping this out of the floor and damaging the floor completely, or, you know, you'd have to put it on a jig to get it right, they're made like this so they would shear off, side shear. So just for a bit of information. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for tonight. So we start, we were checking out this as well on the, this is the new lights that will be going into it. This thing lights up through this light here. There's the indicators, and then this is the new lights are going in it with a J in it. That's what came with it. And of course these are the brand new headlight bowls in chrome, and you can see how nice they are in comparison. And to be honest, these two holes are for this piece to go on, this thing. So you can see, to be honest, it's cheaper to buy them brand new than it is to have these dipped in acid, stripped back, coppered and then chromed. And I guess that's the way it is these days. We live in a disposable society, but there you go. Anyway, so thanks for watching in. I hope you stick with me when we build the next Mini. He's going to have it red with a white roof, I believe, and he wants a special custom interior, so I'll give Newton a call after the new year and order another bespoke interior, but she wants it red. I think red and white, I'm not sure. I think red seats with white piping, or white with red piping, whatever, I don't know. But we'll be building it to order. So anyway, so take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow's video. Bye for now. Bye.